Greetings and blessings, friends. Today I've decided to start about once a week cooking a meal based on the things I picked up either at Big C or Macro or perhaps just down the street at the market. So this is what I'm working with. Got some spices here, mostly just salt, pepper, smoked paprika, white pepper, some Cajun seasoning, and some Worcestershire sauce. Got my ground beef, and then I have some broccoli and 3 different colored bell peppers. I have an onion, some pepper, and some garlic. And earlier today I made a pot of rice, and let's see how this goes. So my disclaimer is that I am by no means a chef. I'm just a guy that loves to eat good food, and I enjoy cooking good food. So I find it very therapeutic. So please don't engage with me about maybe some of my methods or how I go about doing these things. Again, you're gonna do these things your own way. I'm just showing you what it is that I do and what it is that I eat. So I'm gonna start out by getting my vegetables ready. So I've got an onion here, some garlic, and a pepper that I'm going to dice up and use that. And then also I'm going to cut up my green peppers, take the tops off, and get those things ready to stuff. Let's go ahead and cut these onions up. Like to be rather large. Put everything in one bowl. Garlic. Just cut up this chili pepper. I put chilies in everything I eat. So now I'm preparing the peppers. I'm going to cut the heads off and take a knife and scoop out the insides. Let's twist right out. Make sure to clean all the excess pulp and seeds. We will be putting them in some water so it'll get any of the remaining seeds that I don't scoop out now. I'm just gonna pop the heads out. And we use these pieces as part of the dish. So I don't have to waste anything. See how that turns out. Let's put these on top of the peppers and the onions. Along with the stuffed peppers, I am going to steam some broccoli. So go ahead and take off a fair amount of these. And then lastly, I'm going to grate some cheese to go in the mixture as well as on top of the peppers at the end. So here we are, I'm in the kitchen. My kitchen is typical for what you see in Southeast Asia. You have a small 2-burner plate that you can stovetop, and typically comes with a microwave. I've added a air fryer, kind of an oven actually, And this is where you cook. It's not like cooking at home where you have a big stove and a broiler and all these different things, but you just kind of have to make do. But again, this is pretty typical for Southeast Asia. When I lived in Vietnam, I had essentially the same layout in my kitchen. So you have like a 2-burner stove here. It's got a pull-out fan there so that you can get some exhaust. I've already started to boil the water, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just quickly blanch my peppers so that they're not tough at the end. So I'm going to blanch them once the water starts boiling, and then I'm going to start with my vegetables and saute them before I put in the ground beef and start to prepare the filling for these stuffed peppers. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some olive oil. And then we're just gonna add our vegetables. Put the garlic in now. One of the things I really like here is that the meat is fresh. The chicken is sold out in the open. When you smell it, it has absolutely no smell whatsoever. The beef is the same, so you feel pretty confident eating the food here, especially for somebody like me that cooks all the time. All the vegetables had seeds. I have some grapes. One grape had like 20 seeds in it. You kind of laugh about it because at home, you can barely find grapes without seeds that you can purchase. So just really a different food offering that you get here in Thailand. So next I'm going to add the ground beef. Break it up a bit. So here's what we're working with. Just letting that ground beef cook down. Turn the temperature down a little bit, let it simmer. Now that that's simmering, I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. Some black pepper. Salt, Himalayan pink sea salt, I love white pepper, Cajun seasoning, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. About 2 teaspoons full. Aye. And we've got some smoked paprika. come together. Give that a little taste. Now I'm going to go in with some diced tomatoes. So now that we've got that going, we're going to go ahead and add our rice. Okay, so this is what it came out looking like. This is the filling for my stuffed bell peppers. You can see here the broccoli is steamed nicely. Turn that off. So now I'm just going to stuff the peppers and put them in the oven. Okay, we're going to stuff these, and we have more stuffing than I do shells, but as it's cooking. So let's go ahead and put this in the oven, set at 350.
Excuse me.
Okay, so I'm gonna take
I just like to return to plates.
take a look and see.
It's not like we ever met. I'm gonna keep my distance.
This is how it turned
I have
out.
to figure out.
A little broccoli and some butter.
How many cars you need?
Got my water. This is what it looks like on the inside.